dancehall can't stall. You know what I mean? Forever dancehall can't stall. Hey, all right, I'm not an artist. Just give me a break. Just cool now. Dennis, you wouldn't even support me through it.
I was leaving you to struggle through it.
Welcome back to the show, and thank you for making it Sunrise as always. Now, as we wrap up Dancehall Week on Sunrise, we're bringing in two true legends in the dance scene, Shelly and Callum and Orville Hall of Xpressionz Cyaa. These icons have had a huge influence on the dance world and have been at the forefront of shaping Jamaican dance culture. They'll talk about their journey, the ups, the downs they've faced, and their thoughts on where the dance industry is today. Welcome, Shelly and Orville. Good morning.
Welcome, how are you doing?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Well, first of all, thank you for the work that you do in taking dance from being, just something what people do, and actually something what people, making it something what people learn and study. Yeah. And I think that's important. I've watched videos and listened to you speak very intellectually about it, because it's something we need. That's the only way we're going to archive it for years to come. And I love when Orville does a chronology of the dance them. Yeah. Tell us about, 'cause you have an appreciation of the chronology, like where the evolution of the dance is. Take us through some of the movements, the way that Jamaican people move their body to music, and how it is a legitimate form of cultural expression.
Well, my explanation is we move with fluidity. Our thing is very grounded, and everything in the body works, and we get that from African ancestry. So there's this unique way that we flow right through theirs from the days of Kumina, and Kumina is the thing that we got straight from the Congo. So because of that, the bodies are, and it's very drum based.
Yes.
So if you look at our body, how the bodies move, it's based on what the drums tell the body to do, that kind of speaking. And that stayed with us right through the time, right up until where we are in dancehall. Well, parts of it now, because we've been mixing and experimenting. Some of it turned out to be kind of Frankensteinish, but for the most part, we have stayed with it because we call it noise in the blood. It exists there, so we always have that thing with us.
Like the waistline gyrations is a continuous feature.
The waistline is using there's isolation in the rib cage. So this flow back with the body is kind of new to us. We mostly do this kind of wavy thing and a whole heap of waistline movement. Knees are always soft. We're very earthy with the movements. So.
That's why some of us not on knees today, We were dancing up a storm back in the day.
That's true.
So, you know what I mean? The knees can manage.
But Shelly, in terms of your own experience and now being a part of an institution like Xpressionz Cyaa, how important has that been for your evolution and your career?
Funny enough, I started out in dance as a modern dancer. I didn't know much about our dance hall until I started going to XED Community College, where Professor Hall was my teacher, along with Patsy Ricketts, who integrated the modern into the dance hall and started teaching us. And it has been a wonderful experience learning about the different genres in dance. I mean, from our traditional folk forms to our present-day dance hall, now going through 80s, 90s dance hall. It is a story to tell, and the experience is overwhelming when you get to learn actually where your dance is coming from to actually where it is now.
One of the things I wanted to ask both of you, and I always said if I get the chance, I'll go and ask it. How do you view this transition from singular movements, like bogle is a move, butterfly is a move, but now what we're seeing is
routines,
a whole choreography as, oh, don't you know, so Ding Dong, will come and now do a whole series of actions, which is far more complicated, but I mean, how do you view that transition?
It's a natural progression because we came from moves to sequence, and this started happening when, the influence of things that came from overseas, so we're not choreography based, dancehall is not choreography based. So we would do 8 counts of the move, 16 counts of the move, because it was just a movement that came out of how we felt.
Yes.
But we evolve. The thing now is we have to attach the education part to it. So we understand the difference between choreography and routine. So when somebody creating a move, you know that this is a move and the move must be kind of repetitive. But if you're going to give us a sequence of steps now, you're heading into choreography. So once we can do that, but there's this thing where we keep attaching dancehall to street, as if we're not going to grow, if we're not going to evolve. You know, so we want to say a street, and that's how we do it. And but we naturally evolve into understanding choreography, which is good, because now that we understand choreography, when I learn choreography, we have a chance to be able to be choreographers on some of the biggest world stage.
Absolutely.
You know? But we just need to know the difference.
I can't not then look at the relationship between dancehall dance and dancehall the music, because sometimes the music establishes and concretizes the dance. Sometimes it's the dance that now creates the song. Or if you want your dance to get popular, you have to go to once upon a time, the Elephant Man was that gatekeeper of the dances.
He still is that gatekeeper of the dances. I mean, and you have a number of other artists who are also on that as well. I mean, you have Voicemail, you have RDX. You have a number of them that, you know, the magic with these artists is that once they are in the parties as well, and once they see a dancer out there doing a particular dance, and if it makes sense, I mean, the first thing is they'll approach a dance and say, you know, what's the name of the dance? And if the name of the dance don't make sense, they will help you to make a name for that dance as to popularize the dance in itself in the dancehall space.
Real quick before we go, dance expressions, of course, the dance, yes, but dance expressions has been a force to be reckoned with in the dance world in Jamaica. Tell me very quickly, you know, what's next for dance expressions? Can people be a part of dance expressions, or can we just book you and you come out to us? How does it work?
Both, you know, you can be a part of dance expressions and you can book us. But what we've been doing recently, we returned from Korea, where we represented the country. Wow. Myself and Shell will be leaving in April for another extensive Europe tour. And in August, we leave for Japan.
And
in October, we leave for a South American tour.
I love that.
Yeah, and this is teaching dance.
I was just about to say, so when you are there, you're teaching,
teaching dance. So we're not touring with an artist. So we want the youngsters to know that dance is it's not just an extracurricular activity anymore.
No, it is your work.
And then to add to that, we have also a dancehall program that is
we have 2
accredited
accreditations.
by
one from Heart
City
and one from City and Guilds.
Awesome.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Kudos to Dance Xpressionz. Just for, as I said, taking it and making it serious, making it legitimate, and making it a real thing. That if your daughter come to you and say, "This is what I want to do," that like it is a thing that you can support. Pick up your dance book where Prof all right.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yes.
I wrote a chapter in a book that is out now, and I just do these things sometimes. I don't remember the name of the book, but somebody's sending the book to me. So, and I'm about to write my own book. So.
Love that.
Well, when you write it, when you put, we're good. You have a platform.
Yeah,
you have a platform.
right here to talk about it.
Enough respect, you know.
Respect.
Thank
as
you
always.
so much for all that you have done and you will continue to do, and all the best with the traveling. All right.
Bless you.
Right.
So
Thank
our
you so much.
guests have been Shelly and Callum, choreographer and operations manager, and Orville Hall, founder and artistic director, both of Xpressionz JA. And can you imagine that's a wrap?
That's a wrap for the
That's it
show.
for the day. Can you
That's
imagine?
us for the week too.
Thanks so much for spending the morning with us. And of course, we have to big up you on YouTube, you out there, and check us out online. But before we do all of that, listen, you have to check out Stone Love, man. Make Stone Love just go on again.
And of course, Google Mental for chilling with us from morning. They've been here from the start, giving us a vibe. And so definitely, always, of course, Leopold has everything you need on social media. He's been blocking it out completely and just making sure that, you know, the excerpts and the behind the scenes is there. So hop on to Instagram and on YouTube, of course, if you want to rewatch your favorite stuff. That's all the time we have. Tomorrow is going to be another great show. Stick around.
Dennis, make Stone Love play now. Ready?
Yeah.
Bring them in.
Stone Love in the building!
Stone love, stone love, Dancehall of me everything. Dancehall of me everything. Dancehall of me everything. Jungle is Billy Bounce, yeah. Every bad man and every dog, yeah. I agree with me, I was, yeah. Fuck up the place. No look down Beyonce. Y'all a pray on me, baby, what do that done say? Me got the oxygen for your lungs, yeah. Make your pum speak in a tongue, yeah. Yo, scary, Gary. I hope them ear. Yo, Bunda. Stone low. I bet we turn up in a. You know, sister Stone love a drift. I bet we turn up in a. Keep up, yeah, stop. Singer, Stone love. Stone love. Stone love. Keep up, yeah, chat, speaker, make a dance every time. Let me go picture. A Stone love sound, I got turn up in ya. Drip, Randy Rich, drip, drip. I bet we turn up in ya. Fine, drip. Hey, Stone love. Hey. You want to bring the heart and earth and feeling. Now me no stop love how they can them slave. No man in the world I share them something. If you love her from start, why you put on the ring? What you want to bring the heart and earth and feeling. Now me no stop love how they can them slave. No man in the world I share them something. If you love her from start, why you put